Admit it. You are restless, unsettled. I don't mean that you're uncomfortable in your chair or you're upset about having to sit through a boring sermon. It's actually worse than that. You're restless. Every single one of you has a 1,000 wishes and wants and desires. And of those 1,000, about 995 are yet unmet. The human heart is a bundle of longings and desires. And they so rarely match up with how things go down in life. Sometimes you're so sick of yourself and all your unmet expectations that you just despair and wish that you were no longer you. Other times, you are so swelled up with yourself and so filled with pride that you just roll over people who get in your way. Don't even blink. Sometimes you get so angry. Sometimes you get so angry when your self-will is crossed that you swear at and scream at people that you supposedly love. And then other times, you get so apathetic and so bored that you just sulk into yourself and you get so sick of yourself that you just wish that it all would end. Every one of you is restless. Nobody's satisfied. It seems like the great mystery of every person's life is simply this: how do I deal with me? The poet Alexander Pope, in the turn of the century, he wrote this about how people see themselves. And he's almost anti-God's way and just seeing man in his own way. But even still, I like what he wrote. Alexander Pope says, "Know then thyself, presume not God to scan, the proper study of mankind is man." And then he explains what man is, how we're just a bundle of unsettled desires. And this is how he puts it: placed on this isthmus of a middle state, a being darkly wise and rudely great, with too much knowledge for the skeptic's side, but too much weakness for the stoic's pride. Man hangs between, in doubt to act or rest, in doubt to deem himself a god or beast. Created half to rise and half to fall, great Lord of all things, and yet a prey to all. Sole judge of truth, in endless error hurled, the glory, jest, and riddle of the world. Seems like every human heart is the glory, jest, and riddle of the world. Your mind and heart are so capable of taking on so much knowledge, and yet your mind and heart can instantly be saddled with so much stupidity. Man's like the Lord of everything, and yet man is a prey to everything. That's the way our life is. You have so much potential to do so much good for so many people, and yet you are so petty that the smallest thing can make you hate someone for years. What's with us? The glory, jest, and riddle of the world. Proverbs explains humanity to humanity by one simple truth. The greatest truth found in the book of Proverbs is this: that truth is found in God, not in man. The anchor truth from the book of Proverbs is this, that truth is anchored not in self, but in God. Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 8. Trust in the 3, 5 through 8. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. The anchor teaching in the book of Proverbs is that the anchor was never meant to be in the human heart. The anchor was always meant to be in God. In the fear of the Lord is wisdom. The supreme wisdom in the book of Proverbs is precisely that wisdom is not found in the human mind, in the human word. Wisdom is found in the divine mind as revealed in the divine word. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. The beginning of wisdom is not figuring yourself out. The beginning of wisdom is not figuring God out. The beginning of wisdom is not being a very rational person who can explain everything. The beginning of wisdom is fearing God. The first trait of wisdom is that the wise person is able to say, I am not wise. God is.